So the first thing that I'm going to start with is just a moisturiser. I'm going to be using the Soap & Glory Speed Plump All Day Super Moisturiser. I've been using this since December, so it's very run out. Don't think it wants to come out. So once I've got it out, I'm just going to put this all over my face. Foundation, I'm going to be using a mixture of two different foundations. I'm going to be using this one by True Matte, and it's in the shade Golden Toffee, and that's just because I've got fake tan at the moment, if you haven't noticed, since the colour difference. So I have to kind of match my face up to my body. So I'm going to be also using a lighter foundation by Match Perfection by Rimmel also. Oh no, this one's L'Oreal, never mind. This one's Rimmel. And this is in the shade Ivory.
I'm going to apply this onto my face. Ooh. Like that. And I'm also just going to go in with a bit of the lighter foundation as well. But not as much as that one.
So I'm going to go in with this foundation brush where it's like a flat one, just because I've been doing this recently because I feel like you get the best coverage from it. And after I've applied it with this one, I'm then going to go in with the buffing brush, and this one's by Real Techniques, and this one, I think this one's the Body Collection one. So I'm just going to blend these both together. Oh my god, this is so dark.
A little bit too much on, but if you feel as you put too much on, just kind of buff it out with the buffing brush and then you should be fine. So you're just using this just to kind of apply it, sort of thing, just get an even coverage, that's it.
Okay, so once you feel as though you've kind of evenly distributed it on the face, kind of go in with the buffing brush after, just so you can blend and kind of buff it all in then. And also, because my neck has started going very patchy from the fake tan, I'm just going to bring it down just ever so slightly just here, just so then it's kind of making it a little bit more even then. And then also, with the foundation, I'm going to make sure to blend it up into my hairline, just so that you don't get that weird line. Once I've put that on my face, I hope you can see this alright, but I'm then going to go in with a concealer. This one's just a few shades lighter, just so that you can get a little bit of dimension to the face, with it being a bit lighter, so it's just not completely flat. So I'm just going to put this in like a triangle shape under the eyes.
And then just down the centre of my nose as well. And then just on the chin, all over, and then also onto the forehead in the centre.
And then I'm just going to go in with this flat foundation brush again, just to kind of just evenly spread it out on the face, basically. Yeah. So just press it in, like so. And then just on the forehead also, kind of blending it in, and then just under the eyes again. It just adds a little bit of light to places that you want the light to hit, if you know what I mean. I do need to apply another fake tan because my hands are starting to go really light, and it's starting to get a little bit faded on my arms now. So once I've done that, I'd then like to go in with my eyebrows. So I'm going to go in with an eyebrow shadow sort of thing, and it's just this one right here. All these makeup is from Superdrug, so it's really affordable to get your hands on. And then I'm just going to go in with a Real Techniques eyebrow brush. And then I'm just going to go in with this darkish browny colour, because I have recently just dyed my hair a little bit darker, so I'm going to kind of match it up to my hair. So just starting right in the centre of the eyebrow and kind of making little hair strokes through it. I'm going to kind of bring you in a little bit. Let me sit a little bit closer. So just kind of, say because my eyebrows don't go all the way in, I'm going to kind of make it so they go in a little bit more. So I'm going to kind of fake the shape of them, because I do like them to be more in than my natural eyebrow. And if you haven't noticed already, my eyebrows are very odd. It was the way I was born, so one's higher than the other, so I have to try and match it up as best as I can. So, but I know that eyebrows are sisters anyway and not twins, so that's okay.
I come alive. Let the girls begin.
Okay, so once I've done my eyebrows, I then like to powder my face. So the powder that I use is just a Stay Matte one. I know this one's very popular on YouTube already. It's like a Superdrug affordable brand. But it's just by, I'm sure it's by Maybelline, I think. Rimmel or Maybelline anyway. So I'm just going to apply that with my Bare Minerals brush. And then I'm just going to swirl it in. And then just kind of mattify my face a little bit, because I do still want quite a glow, so I'm not going to completely matte it down, but just kind of put a thin layer on. I'm kind of just going over my eyelids as well, just so that when I put my eyeshadow on, it's going to be kind of a nice base for the eyeshadow. So once I've applied the powder, I then usually do my eyeshadow. I am going to go for like a kind of a cut crease sort of look. So, oh, God, nearly fell off the chair then. First, I'm going to go in with kind of like a warm orangey sort of colour. I will show it you. So it is just going to be this one right here. So I'm going to kind of put this on with kind of like a nice big blending brush. So something just a bit like this. Making it so it's like above your crease. So it's just not on the crease but just slightly above it, because I don't really have a lot of lid space as it is. So I'm kind of fake the crease look where it looks a little bit as though I've got more lid space, if that makes sense. But if you've got quite nice big eyes anyway, just go on your natural crease and then that should be fine. So I'm just going to keep going in with that orangey colour, really putting window shield motions into it. Just keep applying until you get the colour that you kind of want. So if you want yours to be not as bold, don't put too much on. If you want it to be quite a nice bold look, try and apply quite a few of this on. So that's just that's mostly a transitional colour that you're going to apply just before you do your crease. With this sort of brush size. And then I'm going to go in with a darker orangey colour. So I'm going to go in with this one right here. Oh, I'm not swearing at you by the way. It's just that one right there. And that's kind of like a more darker sort of colour than the one I've just applied. So kind of bringing it, if you've got small lids, just put it above the crease. If you've got big eyes anyway, just follow the natural crease of your eyes. And then just keep bringing it back and forth. So you're starting to get a nice line. The reason why we put that transitional colour on before this, it just so it looks a little bit more natural. Instead of just going in with this, it kind of has a blend, so it blends better into it, if that makes sense. So it kind of blends into nothing, instead of just having like a harsh line. I will show you just on one eye, and then I'll take the camera off just to do this eye, just so I feel like it's no point showing you again. But just keep applying however you like it. So I hope this is alright quality for you guys, because I am using my iPhone and I do want to start saving up for a camera just so it's a bit more better quality. But I hope it's okay, and I hope the sound's okay as well. But I will save up as soon as possible just for a camera. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to go in with even a darker colour, which is going to be like a brown colour. So it will just be this one right here. My nails looked really chipped at the moment, so just excuse that. But just going in with that brown colour right there. And then just bringing that, so taking the excess off again, and then just starting that on the outer bit. So not going in, but just on the outer edge. Okay, so after I've applied the fake cut crease look, you're then going to want to go in with a concealer just onto the eyelid bit, just so that you can kind of fake the line of the cut crease, if that makes any sense. So you're going to go in with your concealer. I'm just going to use the one that I used under my eyes, which is the Wake Me Up one. You're going to want to put that on the back of the hand, right there. And then you just want to get a brush and then just start applying this onto the lid. So it's probably best to start off with little. I've kind of put a lot on, but and you have to be very precise with this. Sorry if you can see up my nose. Oh god, oh shit.
Don't do what I did and look up when you've got this on, because it'll start to go a little bit wrong. So just try and...
So I've just decided that I'm going to go in with a highlighter. So I'm going to be using this one right here. And the best outcome that you're going to get with pigmentation is just to use your finger, because that kind of packs the product on a little bit better than what a brush can, because that will kind of just brush it all away, if that makes sense. So just go in and pop your finger there. So try and make sure it's not too much. I put a little bit too much on. So I'm just going to pat it on the back of my hand a little bit. And then just go ahead and pop that on the crease. On the lid, sorry. So that's that eye, and then I'll come back once I've done the other eye. So I've just done the other eye as well. It is very, very light, so if you don't like it this light, then just go in with a different colour. But I am going to put in a wing liner on so it won't look as kind of in your face sort of thing. Or I have got the idea of just putting a little bit of one of the, maybe this colour just on top, just to see what that does. See if that adds, oh that's a nice colour. I might just put that on instead, just so it's not so white. That looks a bit better. I'm completely winging this tutorial, by the way, if you haven't already guessed. That looks actually really pretty. Quite pleased with that. So I've just done that eye completely. So all I've done with this one is just put the winged liner on, some mascara, put a little bit of eyeshadow underneath the eye as well, and then just mascara on the bottom lashes. So I'm going to show you exactly how I've gone from this part to this part. Yeah, let's go. So I'm just going to go in with the winged eyeliner, the liquid eyeliner, and then just start doing a wing. I think that matches. This is the worst part, is trying to match your eyeliner. So I think that one's a little bit longer on that side. So curl your eyelashes. Once you've done that, I'm going to go in with my mascara, and this one is the Soap and Glory Thick and Fast mascara. Okay, so once you've applied the mascara, I usually would probably wear false eyelashes with this look, but I don't have any in my drawers. So yeah, because my eyelashes are quite small anyway, so it doesn't look that dramatic. But if you want to make it look a little bit more dramatic, definitely put some false eyelashes on. So whatever's left on the brush from when you were doing your cut crease, I'm just going to literally just put that all under the eyelash at the bottom. Going in with the mascara again and popping that underneath onto your lashes. Sure. Next thing is just going to be kind of the chiseling out our cheekbones a little bit. So I'm just going to go in with this NYX contour and, well, sculpt and highlight little thing right here. And this isn't just a liquid one. So I'm just going to get the contour side and then just pop it on. And then I'm going to put it also just down the sides of my nose. And then also, lastly, is just popping it onto this section right here, just to make your forehead look a little bit smaller if you wanted to. I'm going to go in with a brush just like this. Just blend it. So usually I like to use circular motions just to kind of blend it into the skin a bit better. This is actually going on really blotchy. I don't know why. I'm just going to go in with this foundation brush. And just on the forehead and on the sides of the noses also. Done the kind of contouring to the face. I'm going to go in with like a bronzing powder. So the next thing I'm going to do is just lips. So I'm going to go in with the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. And this one just dries into like a matte formula. And this shade is in Sandstorm. I don't use lip liners because I need to try and find a good one for me. Because I always have lip liners and they just seem as though they really drag. I don't find one with a good formula yet. So let me know if you know any good lip liner products. Just on the top, I'm kind of going over my natural line just ever so slightly, but not so it looks so obvious. I love this colour so much. Lastly, but definitely not least, I'm just going to be using a highlighter. I'm just going to use the same one that I used on my eyelids, which is this one right here. And then I'm just going to apply it with this little brush thingy right here as well. And then tap off any excess and pop that right on that cheekbone. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. And then just on the tip of my nose, I'll need Cupid's Bow. Oops. Whoa, so much highlighter on it. I'm just going to kind of blend that out a little bit with this powder brush. That should do it. So this is the end of the makeup tutorial. I hope you liked it and I hope you kind of found a few tips or tricks or whatever. And I'll see you in my next video. I hope for my first kind of makeup tutorial this was okay and everything. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Get ready for the awkward posing. And yeah, so I'll see you in my next video and I hope you have a lovely weekend.
Wake up, get up and do something.